G'day guys, I hope you enjoyed my video of my daily driver, Skoda Superb SportsLine 206 TSI. Enjoy. Skodas are pretty much not really known out there, but it's got like that big ass boot space that we all love. And inside, you're welcomed to the good old Skoda interface. Lots of room in the back. Heated seats, which I'll put on for everyone since the family's about to jump in. And I know the family loves the heated seats. So let's get started, shall we? I'm gonna go for a bit of a drive to a friend's place, so I thought I'd give you guys a demo on their Skoda Superb. You have a look at this, guys. Take it over here. The Skoda pretty much has daytime running lights, LEDs. Your 19 inches. And then you've got your kind of estate feeling all-wheel drive. Plenty of room in the back. See? As we go around the car. Sam's about to jump in. They're waiting for me, but they can jump in. Plenty of room in the boot. I've already shown that. But pretty much enough room to carry everything, isn't there? And the electric tailgate. Let's go. Great for the decreples. Lots of comfy space and heated seats are turned on for your pleasure.
Just call me decrepit. Would actually look better if I punched on this one.
Plenty of room for a person like Walt, look at that.
Yeah, plenty of room for me. Plenty of room for me.
Plenty of leg room. It comes with a nice Superb plating.
Also, another good thing I like about the back seat, seatbelt movement. There's plenty of cars I've sat in where the seatbelt is literally, that's it, that's all I can shift. And a lot of those times I end up just taking this part of the seatbelt off entirely.
But this car's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There you go, guys. Alright. Top to it. Virtual cockpit. I don't know how well you can see that on this camera. But you can choose between several different interfaces. So you've got your full GPS map. You've got, you know, your different modes really that show different things. I think that it just depends on what type of driving you're doing. I think this is kind of more the sports orientated mode because it tells you how much power the car's putting out, how many G's you're pulling, how close the cars are to you around, how close the cars are to you when you're driving. This symbol up here shows the mode you're in. The car has actually several modes, so you can choose between your sports. You can customly configure the settings that you want on the car, so you can actually set the chassis, the driveline, the steering. You can set how the suspension is, how the air conditioning works. If it was, if it's aggressively running the air conditioning to keep temperature control in the car. I generally drive around in comfort. It just makes it like a floaty feeling. Electronic handbrake, automatic brakes for when you're on a hill. Car brake, the car locks. You got all your parking stuff, so you've just got your standard auto reverse parking. It checks parking spots to see where you can park and stuff like that. Nothing else really fancy, just things to hide things, make everything look a bit tidy. One of the best features I actually like about the Skoda is actually this thing here, because you can pull this up and just leave it, and that's your armrest. And you drive like that. If you want to adjust it, you just have to pull it up and close it again. So I always drive it about like that, and it's pretty good. So I don't think there's very much else in terms of features. It's mainly all what the computer can do. I can't really show you much of that while I'm driving. You see up here it shows you what mode you're in as well. Your digital temperature, digital fuel. You've got, so I'm on reverse, yes. So you've got a way to check out what the car can see. You can see almost a 360 degree of obstacles that are around the car. You can turn on and activate
Curb mode, isn't it?
no, it's not. It's if you've got a trailer so you don't jackknife it, it shows you how close the trailer. So as you're reversing your trailer, it'll actually warn you the trailer's collision range on a diagonal angle. It's only useful if you obviously got a trailer. This is the best feature. So if you put it into this feature, if I'm blinded by both cars around me and a car was passing by and I couldn't see them on my right or my left, this will actually warn me of approaching vehicle. Yeah, so the car might still be far away. Like the car could be right down the street, and if it's approaching, it'll actually brake for you. It's kind of scary, so I don't use it. It's just one of those safety features that you probably don't want to rely on as well. Your standard passengers not wearing seatbelt warning. It's got wireless phone charging down here. So if you chuck a phone in there, like so, I chuck my phone down there. So charging the cell phone in the storage compartment, and then it will light up that as
mobile phone.
So yeah, I don't know why they didn't update it to mobile phone.
Considering this is Australia, yes.
In like sports stuff, but I don't really use this because I don't really see you looking here while stuff's going on. So, but the rest of it's pretty standard. You got your the tri-zone climate, which you can control for the passengers in the back, and you know, so they can have a different temperature in the back than the passenger that's on the front passenger seat, etc. You can see here the car's approaching, so it detects that the car's moving closer. This does have automatic brake assist, emergency brake assist, all those standard safety features that you'd expect out of a car that's about $60,000.
Lane assist.
Lane assist, which kind of follows the lane. When the car detects the lines on the road, like right now it can't detect it, that's why it's orange, and I actually don't want to go that way. Sorry guys, I normally drive that way when I go out, but I've got to go this way today. Look, what I was going to remind you about the air care, but the air care, this is this feature. The windows have got to be all up. I suffer from hay fever, and it's good for people with asthma, but if you activate this, it will actually, which it is active right now, it'll actually recycle the air and clean it. So all the air in the car gets cleaned through a filter and pushed back into the car, so the air's nice and clean. It actually works. It's not gimmicky at all. I suffer from hay fever, and when I turn that on, within a minute or so, I start feeling a lot better. So less congested and stuff like that. Asthma man over here says it's pretty good too. He can significantly notice it. Okay, so right now you might be looking at the video and it seems all right, like but I can assure you that if you speed up, there's like that small amount of delay, but it's annoying. It's enough to be annoying, and it's just something you'll have to get used to. I actually find the best display mode to be this one, because I get my map, and get my speedo, get my tacho, got all my other information on the dash. It's got enough horsepower to make it through lights, if you like that type of thing.
You can admit that part later.
Huh?
We can admit that part
Yeah,
later.
but it's, you know, it's what you look for in a car if you don't want to go off-road at all. This car's kind of got all those features. We'll bring it up to 21, I think. But I'll let Walt move on if there's anything he wants to talk about in the back, and
Yeah, there's a few things.
I'll just hit into sports mode and just sit in the driver's seat. Over to you.
We do have the independent climate controls here, where people on the back can set their own temperature. Back seats also have heated seats, so if someone who's got a bit of a sore back at the moment, this is actually really good. Now, one of the other good features, especially if you have younger children in the car, is this. So just here, you have these inbuilt little shade cloths. Now, if you've got younger children in the car, especially in hot summer days, when that sun's really beating against the window, these are great. Provides nice little bit of shade cover, and that's on both sides for the children that are sitting here in the back seat. Pretty sure this thing has a...
Yeah, it does.
Sorry. Now, in line with the luxury features of the car, in the center seat here in the rear, once that pulls down, as well as cup holders here, which will hold a standing can or a cup. There is one thing you're going to have to get used to in this car. Now, it is a disableable feature, but it does allow talking between the front and rear seats much better.
I will demonstrate that. So the settings currently, that's the symbol there, and it is on quite a lot right now. If I actually turn that all the way up, and I am talking, I don't know if you guys can hear that right now, but it actually sounds really weird from the front.
Wi-Fi on.
So like, you can hear yourself in the back of the car because my voice is coming into the mic at the front and then rebroadcasted in live feed to the back speakers. And I think that's designed that if I have music on and we're talking, even though we can hear the passengers behind us, they can hear us through the speakers since we're talking forward and the sound's getting lost. I haven't really been in the back of this on, so I can't tell how good it is. But most feedback I've gotten from people are that it's weird and they're just not expecting of it. I've never actually been told how good it actually works. So
it does actually work, I'm pretty sure, from back to front.
It's supposed to...
Because I can usually hear a slight re-echo of myself coming back.
If you've got music on, it's so that you can hear people talking in the back.
yeah, that's its design. That's its intended design. In fact, on 10, that sounds really spastic. It almost sounds like I'm talking through a UHF or something. It's permanently broadcasting. So when I was talking about the lane assist before, this car's like currently doing its automatic lane controlling. So it's assisting the car to stay center without the driver's input, and that's what that green light down there on the road, the little road light, is indicating. So, but it has got a mode where it prevents that from happening. It's actually warning me that I now need to steer because it wants me to take over. A sports mode in this, if I put in sports mode, drops the gears pretty nicely, as you can see. So it's downshifting as it should. It's not clunky. It's not, it's not rough. It just does its thing. Sports mode and standard mode, like you can hear it. It like stalls at a different rev range. Gearbox is pretty smooth too.
You gonna show them launch mode?
I can show them launch mode, but I have to find a suitable straight. So this car, they stole a bit of an Audi trick and stuck it into the Skodas, and it's a launch mode, but you need to disable the frontal collision alert system to use it. So you do have to disable a safety feature to be able to use it. I've never really had a problem with it, as in like loss of traction or anything, but it's just one of those things where you obviously don't want to use it every day. But it's a little bit of fun to have, like if you want to feel yourself pushed into the back of your seat. But I don't think you ever short of power in this type of car. Not in Australia anyway. It's probably very easy to speed to in this car because it just kind of feels so effortless when you're accelerating. It just wants to go. A lot of my accelerating I've done in this video so far, except for when I took off at the roundabout way back there, was mainly quarter to half acceleration. So I'll take it. Anna's not home. I can pitch that driving spot, right?
That was really creepy.
What?
Those kids, they all just like turned around and looked at you at the same time.
Jordan's street of creepiness. I'm trying to work out. I've never been in this driveway before, so it's kind of spastic.
Let's not try and hit any like mailboxes or anything.
Oh, very toxic. Alright, we're here. Oh look, it even gives you like a nice little overview of your trip. 48k now average, 4.9 litres to 100. Travel 39k, 50-minute travel time. This is what the inside of the car looks like at night. I'll close my door so you can see the trim. If I start the car, dash. You've got your standard lamps. You've got your assist lights. And it's a nice looking car at night, as you can see. Just looks clean. Unlike my garage. Yeah.